anything you tell me.
I guess what's on my mind today is why I stopped letting school define my life and why I left school in the first place. So a little bit of background on me is I graduated from the University of Illinois at Urbana-Champaign with a degree in chemistry, and I absolutely loved chemistry, but I knew I didn't want to be a teacher. I did TAing, but I knew I didn't want to be a teacher. I knew I didn't want to go back to high school and do that. I thought about maybe becoming a professor, but ultimately, like, my heart was set on medicine because I grew up with cancer around me. My mom's a cancer survivor, and I really wanted to make a difference in medicine, become an oncologist or an anesthesiologist or something in the medical field. And then when I went to medical school, I got in. I took the MCAT, I did the applications, I got in, and then I realized that, man, these people are really, really, no, we're good. These people are really, really affluent. They come from very wealthy communities where their parents pay for everything, and they're just Nepo babies. And I got bullied a lot. When you're pretty and you're pretty emotional and you care about people, I learned the hard way that people stomp on you. And so I ended up leaving medical school. I got in a really abusive relationship, and then I left, and then I spent 2 years, just like 2-3 years just single, like deciding what I wanted to do. I knew I still wanted to do the medical profession, so eventually I landed on pharmacy, and then I did a year of pharmacy school. I got a 4.0, I was on the dean's list, and then we got into like the nitty gritty of it. I remember going through cardiology, and I was like, oh God, this is like terrible. I really don't like this. I really don't like this anymore. And spring of this year is when things really got bad for me, and I was like, I really don't want to be a pharmacist for the rest of my life, just like how I didn't want to be a doctor. And I was like, you know what, I don't want to do healthcare. Like, I really don't want to do healthcare for the rest of my life, and I don't want to I don't want the golden handcuffs. Like, I know I have a lot to offer. I know I'm really creative. I love to sing, I love to draw, I love to dance, I love to do a lot of different things that are outside of like working in healthcare, doing something by the book. I mean, I always loved STEM, I loved science, I loved math, I loved that kind of stuff, but I realized it wasn't really for me. And I just felt like overwhelmed with the fact that, like, if I really want to pursue something creative, like, I'm gonna have to give up the money aspect of it. And that was like a hard pill to swallow for me. And I just realized, like, money is the root of so much evil, like so much corruption. And we can get into a whole video about like corruption and like how much money ruins people, but I decided I wanted to do something that was like more creative, more freeing, and like I had to get over the hump. And this is when I met Lucius. I was like, I have always been in healthcare my entire life, and I really just feel like I am not free anymore. Like, I really want to get married, I really want to have kids. I'm 27, and I my goals have changed, you know. Like, I don't want to be in a career all the time. I want to be a mom. I want to be doing things for myself and like working creatively, working with my hands, and doing things that are just out of the norm for an Indian woman who is my age. Like, all the people I know that I went to school with are doctors now. Like, they're in residency now, like whether they're doing surgery or anesthesia or this or that. Like, of course I've kept up with them on social media, and now all the people that I went to pharmacy school with are going into their third year of pharmacy, whereas if I were to go back, I'd have to do a year over. So I just had to come to terms with the fact that this is not really what I want to do. I don't want to be 30 and like paying back like $300,000 worth of loans to school. Like, I want to start my life. I want to travel. I want to have hobbies. I want to pursue my passions. I want to do all the things that I never got to do as a child, like growing up, because I had such a tumultuous childhood. And yeah, I mean, I met Lucius like a little bit ago, and we kind of just hit it off right off the bat. And Lucius doesn't have a higher education. He doesn't believe in it, and he kind of, when when we talked, I was like, yeah, you know, I have my bachelor's, I can't find a job. I did med school, didn't like it. I did pharmacy school, didn't like it. And he's like, do you think that maybe school is not the answer for you? Like, school is just golden handcuffs. And I was like, no, I never thought about it like that, because my family and the way that I was raised, I was always just so conditioned to just pursue school. School is the only way out. Like, you have to get your education. But if you think about the amount of wealth in the world and like what people do for a living, not everyone does school. Like, if you look at some of the wealthiest families, they come from innovation, invention, creating a product that's not there. Like, you know, if you just think about Bezos, like Bezos created Amazon. He's one of the richest people in the world. Elon Musk is now a trillionaire. He pursued the idea of Tesla, didn't even make it. So the richest people in the world aren't in healthcare being doctors. Like, yes, you can become a doctor and then start your own dermatology brand, or, you know, it's like a launch pad. It's not really like, you know, healthcare is it for me, unless that's really, really your passion. Like, there's no point in doing it. So I don't know, I guess I had to learn that the hard way, and now I'm like 27 and I'm thinking back at all the mistakes that I've made in life, and I'm like, I got pressured into going to school, and I should have just done what I wanted to do from the beginning. And if I didn't have like parental or societal pressure to go to medical school and become a doctor, or go to pharmacy school and become a pharmacist, like, I feel like I would be a lot further along in life right now. But it is what it is. Like, you live and you learn. You only have one life, so you make mistakes and you learn on the way. And like, for me, I'm just thankful that I met Lucius, because he's really changed my perspective on a lot of different things, and we can go into that in another video too. But that's why I stopped letting school define me. Like, I'm not just what my career is. I am a full person besides my career, and I want the opportunity to pursue that and do the things that I want to do. I mean, some of you guys don't know this, but I've built a TikTok following since 2021. Like, I've had 18,000 followers since 2021 on TikTok. And to some people that might seem like, oh, you're a micro influencer, you basically have next to nothing followers. If you compare me to like Charli D'Amelio or like whatever, those big creators who have hundreds of millions of followers. But social media is something that I always have done. Like, I started doing Instagram when I was like 13, and I used to get like 300 likes on my pictures when I was like 13, and I had 20 followers or like 30 followers or 100 followers. So I don't know. I think, like, for me, social media is an untapped market, and I can go really far with social media. And I will say that I'm lucky in that sense, because not everybody can go that far with social media. A lot of people can only go to a certain limit, and for me, I feel like the sky is the limit because of the personality that I've built, the skills that I have, the determination and the values that I've built over the years. I mean, if I were to tell you guys every single detail of like the stories that I've been through and done story times like Tana Mojo, or like done that kind of stuff, no one would even believe me. Like, the stuff that I've been through to get to this point. And some people, like, for example, I was in a relationship with a guy for 9 months who had money and was working while I was a student, and he would make me pay for expensive dinners, and he would make me pay for stuff. And I just realized at that point that, like, this guy doesn't value me. Like, people just don't value you unless you come from, especially in the Indian society, like, people don't value if you come from like a broken family, or like a family with no name, or your certain caste, or your last name is Patel like mine, or you don't have as big of a house, or you don't have a nice car. Like, people judge based on that stuff, and honestly, I'm against it, but I can't help how the world works because I'm only one person. So all I can do is put time and energy into myself and try to work on myself, and that's what me and Lucius are doing. Like, Lucius is a personal trainer by trade. He is really hardcore. He's a bodybuilder, and he doesn't just say things. He's not all talk. Like, if he says he's going to do something, he does it, and he proves people wrong. And I've always been like that too. We kind of have a similar like childhood background where we grew up with single parent homes, like kind of broken families, and we've seen our parents go through shit, and we've had to take the burden of our parents. And I think that just changes your upbringing versus being raised by two parents, even if they're fighting all the time. Like, being raised by two parents who love you and stuff is just it's a very different experience than coming from a broken home. So anyway, I'm on a fitness journey right now. It's really tough, but if you guys check out Lucius' Instagram, he has done so much with his body. Like, he has gotten to the point where he is so shredded, like you would look at him and you would be intimidated. So I like spending time around him because he motivates me. He believes in me. He's the first guy to actually be secure enough to believe in me and like motivate me and push me further. And I don't mean to like tear up, but like every guy that I've been with either doesn't value me, doesn't care about me, wants to bring me down to their level because they're so insecure. Like, the last guy I was in a relationship with, he would go toe for toe with me about like the golden gooses he's wearing, like $800 shoes and like these bags and these purses and this and that. And it's like, dude, what do you know about like, but he was fat. It's like, where are your values aligned? Like, he wanted me to go travel with him. I'm like, I'm a student, I can't even afford this. And he didn't care. He didn't offer to pay for it. And then he'd complain that he was broke. And I'm like, why are you wearing $850 shoes then? But guess what? It was all a facade. His parents bought him everything. So it's like Nepo shit. And to be honest, that's what these kids from Naperville are. Like, these Indian kids that come from Naperville, that's what they are. They're Nepos. Their parents had it. Their parents worked hard to give them a good life, so they don't even know what struggle is. Like, it's just embarrassing, honestly. The Indian community is so embarrassing. I don't even claim that I'm Indian anymore because I think that the status, the hierarchies, the class games and all that shit is it's so beyond me. Like, that's why I actively run away from the society, and I don't care what anyone says. Like, when I started dating Lucius, everyone was like, oh, going to my mom being like, she's gonna start an OnlyFans and blah blah blah, because I was joking about it on live once. And they literally went up to my mom and they were like, she's gonna start an OnlyFans, like, control your daughter, this, that, and the other. Like, as if my mom controls what I am as a person, what I do as a person. It's just like, people find ways to hate no matter what you do. So you might as well just live your life the way you want to, because this is America and our parents came here to give us better opportunity, and I'm going to take that opportunity. All the Indians, I'm talking to all the Indians, all the Browntown, all the UIUC Indians, if you guys want to play class games and hierarchy games and who invited me to this and Raj didn't text me back and this, that, and the other, please go ahead. But I'm good. I don't want to be part of the society. I don't feel accepted by the society, because when I was with my ex of 8 years, everyone called me a bitch and didn't realize that he had a wandering eye and he was with every Indian girl on the block. So it's not my problem. I really don't want to be part of that society anymore. I've moved on. I'm done trying to get acceptance from them, because the bar will always move no matter what you do. And I feel happy in my relationship. I feel happy where I'm at, and I'm working on myself to make myself better. So that's the lesson I've learned. It took me 27 years to learn this lesson. Is just like, focus on yourself, get yourself better. Don't worry about other people, because so many people out there you would never think are fake. Like, I always think about the Joker and like Heath Ledger's Joker, and how people, like, really, you never see people's true colors until they're up against like death, basically. And then you'll see who's really on your side when you have nothing. Who's going to bail you out of jail? Who's going to be there for you when everyone's against you? Who's going to be there for you when you have nothing? Those are the people you should keep around. And I'm going to tell you right now, there's not many people like that. They're very few and far between that you can trust and rely on to be there for you always. And at the end of the day, when you think about it, when you are going to rest and I always think of that poem, don't go gentle into that good night, but also that's beyond what I was going to say. Is when you're on your deathbed and you're looking back at your life and what you've accomplished in your life, it's not going to be whether you were a doctor or whether you were a surgeon or what career you did. It's going to be, who is your family and friends? Do they love you? What kind of things did you do for society? Did you make society a better place? Did you accomplish the things that you want to accomplish? And lastly, you're going to be going alone. Like I said, your husband is not coming with you, your wife is not coming with you, your family is not coming with you, your belongings aren't coming with you. So you might as well just live your life the way that you want to and not pay attention to what other people think, because if you do that, your whole life you're just going to spend scared and in fear. And the last thing I want to do for myself is live in fear of not becoming who I am. And it's not even about money. It's just about like how people view you. Like, she comes from a broken family. She's so problematic. I mean, I've been cut out of weddings. I've been cut out of friend groups. I've been replaced in friend groups. I've been abused in so many ways by guys. Like, I can't even go into the specifics of it because it's just too much for the internet. Like, I haven't even told Lucius everything, but people don't want to hear it. People just want to see you succeed and work harder, no matter how much, no matter how hard it is, and no matter what happens. And yeah, I mean, that's what's on my mind, and that's why I stopped with the school thing, because it's just not for me. I got my bachelor's already. I proved to myself that I can do it and I can study, but I don't need to become a doctor. I don't need to become a pharmacist and get a PharmD. I don't need to get an MBA. I don't need to get an MPH. I don't need another certificate to prove that I'm a good person and I have a lot to offer the world. So that's what I have to say. Silence.
Is this supposed to be like an interview or something?
No, it doesn't have to be.
So my first question was the Indian community you mentioned. Do you really think that your ethnicity really matters on your deathbed? Do you think you're everything about
No.
I'm this, I'm that? You think if I were to die today, I'd say, I'm 75% African, 25% white, 1% indigenous. I think that race and ethnicity is just a game and a way to divide people.
Yeah.
If nobody addressed it or talked about it or thought about it, it would be completely meaningless. But because people are cut off from other people and they want to feel secure within themselves just based off of where they came from, they use it, and it's not good in making connections with people and being just within yourself. I mean, I think that life is about people in some sense, but at the end of the day, I think it's more about growing yourself as a person, growing your ability to be able to manage yourself along with people. And if you're constantly thinking about yourself as a Indian, or me as a black, or them as white, or him as this, it's just constantly ways to remove each other from the idea that we're all humans. We all came from the same stuff.
Species, yeah.
And we're supposed to be able to uplift each other, work together, make a better way for all of us. And I think it's just muddy water when you start to divide the people by saying, you're this, you're black, you're Chinese, you're this, because it doesn't really matter. I mean, yes, you have your connections that you're born and raised with, but that's not just based off of race. It's just because that's who specifically had you. That doesn't mean that the people that you grew up with has to be as close to you as someone else that's very awesome for you. Like, if you come from a background and they're not good, but your neighbor treats you like your family and they're so awesome to you, they show you this, they show you that, you don't have to just identify with your people just because that's where you started.
Right.
You should be open-hearted enough to make a good connection with whoever, no matter who they are, no matter what occupation they have, no matter what they did in their past. And I think that's what the real soul of being a human is being able to look at a spade, a person, a rock, a view, and say, this is a really nice view. Even though there may be mosquitoes and bugs, I'm here with someone that I respect. I see the world around me and I like what people have built, despite all the problems, despite the hunger in Africa, despite Elon Musk being a trillionaire, despite people crying about OnlyFans, despite people upset about whatever they are upset about. I think life is about working on yourself and being the person to build a life that you can take your last breath and be happy with what you've built. Not what he thought about you, not what they said you should do, not what you wore the last weekend. None of that shit really matters.
None of it matters.
And I'm not shredded like you say. I mean, I used to be shredded by some standards, but I'm not how I want to be. I never reached the pinnacle that I wanted to reach, so it's ever developing. You can check out my channel at FLXD here, or the same thing for Instagram. But what kind of things can they see from you on this channel? Because your first video was a get ready with me. Now it's like a why I don't really associate with school as much. What else are you thinking about for this channel? What do you think about the view, by the way? Like is this perfect or?
It's an awesome view. I wish you guys could see like how beautiful it is. But we're at the top of a mountain and like.
In Alaska.
In Alaska. We're at the top of a mountain and I can just see like so far. You can actually see a skyline, like a popular city skyline.
Anchorage,
yeah. And
this is what it's about, I think.
Yeah, this is what life is about. I mean, I think for me, I always dreamed of finding somebody that who understood me. I always felt like misunderstood in relationships. And I have up until I turned 27 when I met Lucius. Like, I never felt understood. I never felt like someone saw me. And I gave a lot to guys who refused to give me anything back. Like, if I had $10 in my pocket, I would give the guy $10. And if he had $100, he would give me $1. That's what I felt like in every single relationship that I've been in. And I mean, I can talk more about my relationships, although I do think it's kind of like not even worth mentioning because those guys don't even deserve like my time. But yeah, you guys should let me know what you want to see from me because I think I've gained a lot of wisdom since I was born, basically. I've gone through a lot. I have a lot of perspectives that a lot of Indian girls and Indian society doesn't have. And I consider myself a human and a person. I don't consider myself Indian first. I think that when I met Lucius, like a lot of my insecurities came out and he has just like helped me work through every single one. And yeah, we've done a lot together and we're planning to do a lot more. So yeah, let us know what kind of content you want to see. I can still make get ready with me videos, but I think Alex Earl has that covered. I am just on my own like fitness journey, health journey right now. So that's kind of what I'm focusing on. But we also have uplifting, like we can do uplifting stuff too, like humor and all that kind of stuff, because that we laugh together a lot. But I think for YouTube, I wanted to talk about, like, especially like in the Indian society, why school is not the end all be all of life and why there's other things that matter a lot more than just, you know, becoming a doctor, becoming a pharmacist, becoming a lawyer, becoming an engineer. Because you can work your entire life for that stuff, become that stuff, and you're still going to be unhappy sometimes. Like, sometimes it's your life dream and you become it and now you're happy, but like it's always going to be the next bar. Like for us right now, it's like everyone's been in their career. Everyone became an engineer when they were 22. Then they started traveling when they were 23. Then they spent 2-3 years traveling, dating, found the one. Now at 25, 26, people are starting to get married. And that's what I see on my feed all the time is people who are engaged, people who are married. I know some people who are just having their first kid. So it's just like the next bar. And it's just like, it's a never-ending cycle. Life doesn't end and until you're dead. So, you know, go at your own pace, do the things that you want to do, and there's no right timing unless it's God's timing and your timing. to do things and excel and be better in your life. Some people need to work through their insecurities. Some people need to work on their body. Some people need to go to school and work on their mind. Some people need to do X, Y, and Z. But you have to remember that intrinsic motivation will always take you further than extrinsic motivation. And what I mean when I say that is like intrinsic motivation comes from within, like your motivation to make a difference in society or do something for yourself. That is always going to take you farther than something extrinsic like money or family name or society or hierarchy or this, that, and the other, something that's unattainable. Because to be honest, more money, more problems.
I think if you're not focused in life, more time equals more problems, because you can always distract yourself with something meaningless. You can always waste your time on some nonsense. And I don't think life is just the grind, especially when you don't see it paying off, right? You talked about Jeff Bezos. Why do you think he worked so hard? Even, I saw a clip where he's talking to some famous person. He's like, yep, we're burning more money than we ever have, and it's going great. That doesn't come from someone else going, yeah, it's good. Keep. Inside him, he wanted something, and he was motivated for his own reasons to keep going with whatever he was doing. And you can't pay someone to do that.
No, you can't. That comes from within.
And if you can pay someone for that, they just want that money for one reason. You stop that reason, they're not going to show up to work anymore. So, I don't really know, other than the fact that an important thing in life is to figure out why you're living. Like, what motivates you to get up in the day? Like, why do you go that extra mile when it comes to whatever you do? Is it because of how you think people will judge you? Is it based off of what you want to achieve in your own life? Is it because you felt like people that lived before you were that much better than you and you have to make them proud? I don't know. I just think that knowing yourself is so important today, because it's so easy to get distracted by social media, by relatives, by friends, by coworkers, by
we can
anything
talk
and
about
everything.
friends all day. We can make another video about like who's really your friend at the end of the day. We can make a video about that too, because I said in a TikTok too, I was like, I've been through so many friendship breakups that I'm starting to think that I'm not the problem. Or maybe our values just don't align, because I've met friends who have just, their values are just completely out of whack, in my opinion, and they don't even deserve a spot in my life. And that's something you just realize as you grow older, because when you're a kid, like, friends are your life. When you're in high school, friends are your life. When you're in college, friends are your life.
But it doesn't have to be that way.
It doesn't have to be that way.
If you're smart.
No, if you're smart, it doesn't have to be that way. But friends were my life up until like I was 23. And then I went through a lot, and then friends became my life again, and I realized friends don't get you anywhere. Friends don't get you anywhere. Unless you're David Dobrik. Unless you're David Dobrik and your friend group like is willing to be yes men and do whatever you say, which is a different level of power, friends just don't get you anywhere.
I think people should realize that everything in life is transactional, right?
Yep.
We're here on this mountain in Anchorage, Alaska for a specific reason. If we weren't going to get the things out of this trip that we didn't hope to, we wouldn't be here. When you talk to someone that you consider your friend, it's always for a specific reason. Whether you know it or whether they know it or not, you're always going to put something into something, and you're always going to expect something out of something. So if you evaluate what you're doing with your life, your time and energy, your T&E, and you realize that you're not getting out of the situation that you had hoped for, realize it's just a waste of time, you should probably pivot and do something that's going to be more worth your while if you're evaluating what you put out and what you got for your time on the planet, because nobody is going to be here forever. We all have a set amount of energy and time to use in life. And if you're not protecting that, I don't know what you're doing. You're just waiting to go to sleep. And I hope you're smarter than that. I didn't need to take a rocket science degree to figure that out.
Right.
I figured that out on my own.
Right, yeah. That, you know what that reminds me of? That what came up in my head is that really famous interview between Elon Musk and Kanye West, where Elon Musk is like, rocket science is like really hard, and Kanye's like, Kanye's like, drug dealing just to get by.
Stack
your money till it gets sky high. And then it's just like such an interesting exchange between the two of them, because here's two really powerful guys who come from completely different circumstances, and they're really, really successful, but they have such different outlooks and perspectives on life. And to be honest, when I met you, Lucius, I felt like me and you had such different like backgrounds. Like we had similar family stories, but we had such different backgrounds that when we talked, it felt like a spark. Like I felt so like something so different than I've ever felt in my entire life.
Do you want to expound upon that, please?
Expound?
Yeah, I think that's a word.
Expand?
No, I think expound is a word too.
No, I think expand is a word.
If we look it up and expound is a word, I hope you feel really dumb. Here, let's look it up. Go ahead. No, but you obviously know what I mean. Go ahead. Continue.
Well,
spark?
I'll
What do you
just
mean?
be honest. Like, I had only ever dated, like, Indian guys. I'd only gone on dates with Indian guys, white guys. Like, just tried to find some guy that would just, like, fulfill me, that was Indian, that I could culturally get along with. And I had never found it. And then eventually I just got to the point where after leaving school, I was like, dude, what if my soulmate isn't Indian? Like, what if my soulmate's just someone else? And then one day I was at the gym, and I went to the pool.
Here we go. Just tell me your wish.
Yeah, right. So I was like granting wishes, and I asked him like if you could have one wish, like what would it be? And what did you say?
I want a meaningful relationship with someone special.
And then I said, okay, you got it. I'm your girlfriend.
She was just snapping like that. She's like, expound. To expound means to explain or present a theory or belief in elaborate, systematic detail. And I didn't need to go to school to hear that. You went to school, you didn't even know that word.
Lucius has a really expansive vocabulary. It's very interesting. Like, do you read a lot of books or something?
I came from one of the most prestigious places in Alaska. I think you came from the slums.
Sure.
I think us light skins are on the rise.
You are not a light skin, bro.
See, it's just because I'm tan right now. I mean,
he's like, delusional.
Delulu for the Salulu?
Yeah, Delulu for the Salulu, as I always say.
I mean, are you here to and this is just a question. See, this is the interview process. Are you here to fix your audience's issues, or are you here to present to them data?
No, I'm just a data point.
So I think this is a perfect time to lay out your goals. If this is the data point, what are you aiming for?
I mean, I don't think that I want what everybody else wants, like fame and money and all that kind of stuff. What I really want is a business that I can support myself on and work creatively on and do things for the rest of my life. Like, get paid to be the creative that I want to be. That's my dream.
The creative, what does that mean?
Like, I was saying in my Get Ready With Me too that I really want to do interior design. I really love fashion. I love art. I love music. I love fitness. I love health. I love beauty. So I'm a very multifaceted person. I think if I were to hole myself into one category of like healthcare, like becoming a doctor, I think my dreams would just die. And I just don't want to do that to myself. So, I mean, life is not about... I read this really awesome quote in high school that I always remember, and it goes like this. It says, life is not about finding yourself, it's about creating yourself. And I sometimes talk about how, like, I'm so old and this and that, but, like, in the grand scheme of things, I'm only 27. I still have so much time to figure out who I am, to do the things that I want to do, to go the places I want to go, to experience life with somebody. And I think me being free of societal expectations, family expectations, all that stuff has allowed me to kind of pursue the life that I want to live. And it's not always easy. I will say that. It's not always easy, and it's not always going to be easy. That's life. Like, That's Life by Mac Miller. Like, it's not going to be easy always, but it's your life. You choose what you want, and if you chose to go into debt to become a doctor or a pharmacist or whatever, that is your choice. You chose that for yourself, no matter how much your parents pressured you, no matter how much societal expectations were on you. Like, you chose that for yourself, and then you have to deal with the consequences of your actions. So I am choosing something different, and I am choosing myself, and that's what I'm going to pursue from now on. We can do lots of different kind of content. We can do relationship advice, dating advice, lifestyle content, vlogs, cooking, what I eat in a day, all that kind of stuff. But I like coming on here and really just talking about my life experience and trying to help people avoid the mistakes that I've made.
So you could say, like, let's say I'm a viewer. I'm a viewer of your channel too. Avid subscriber, watch all your videos. I love you. Thank you, Lightning Riya. Thank you. But what I want to know as a viewer is, what can I expect to see from your channel and your growth as a person over the next like 2 years?
If you were to ask me that, I don't know what's going to happen in the future.
Give me some guidance. No, I mean,
no one can tell what's going to happen in the future. But
what are you aiming for?
What I'm aiming for is, I want my channel to be a place where people can come whenever they feel like they're down. I want to post like motivational stuff and inspirational content, because if I can do and get through the things that I've gotten through, you can get through anything. Seriously.
So what I can expect to see is motivational stuff because of this hurdles that you've crossed in your life.
Yeah, I like the idea of story time. I like the idea of motivational stuff, inspirational content. I can definitely do get ready with me's and stuff like that. I love fashion. I can do like, get ready with me for this kind of event or this kind of event. Because I love getting ready and stuff. And I come from an Indian background, and we love like materials and like getting ready and flavor and spice and colors and textures and fabrics and gold and jewelry and all that kind of stuff. So we're very rich in culture and food and all of that. So I would love to post more Indian content, embracing my Indian side, kind of showing you my Indian side too.
So I think that by claiming yourself as one thing and promoting yourself as one thing, what about the black people? What about the Caucasian people? What about the straight just Asian people? What about the Dominican people? Why would they be able to connect and relate and embrace you as a person if you're saying, this is who I am, this is what we do, and they're not a part of that we? You know what I'm saying?
Well, no, no one has to be, you don't have to be part of it to appreciate it, and you can be part of it through my channel. But like, I am not dating another Indian person. My content is not limited to Indian content. So
I would rather you be a capitalist than be an Indian.
That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, it does.
You can be both, right? It's not mutually exclusive.
No, but okay, so you only have a limited amount of T&E, right? If you're saying, I'm black, I have watermelon that I'm eating. Stereotype, right? I don't even eat watermelon.
I love watermelon. I think it's awesome.
If I say, I'm black, I love this food or that food.
Your favorite food is kiwi.
They don't care. But so what I'm going to say is, if you're going to make yourself up about something that you have no control over, I have no control of how people see me and what they think. Yes, I can wear a different shirt. Yes, I can wear a different hat. But no matter what it is, people are always going to think what they're going to choose to think.
Right.
So that's always external. I have no control of what people think. But how I think and what I want for my life and what I focus on, that's all got to do with my own choices, right? So right. You could have been here 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, I could have.
Nothing was stopping you, but
life gets in the way sometimes. I know that's an excuse,
yeah,
but we've been so busy. Are you kidding me?
I just hear
We've been
excuse.
doing stuff every single day, all day, every day. There's so much to do. We just haven't had the time and the resources to come here to Anchorage, Alaska, and do everything.
That's just, see, all I hear is excuses, and I think the people maybe in Africa,
you're impossible.
They're gonna say first world problems, like, oh, you had to go to the gym, you couldn't make a video. People with little to no resources in mud somehow find a way to go on TikTok Live.
And people in jail too.
Yeah, and you can't come to Anchorage, Alaska to just make a video? It's so
well, we're here.
hard.
Well, we're here.
Be honest with your viewers.
We're here.
Be honest with your viewers and say that you could have done this earlier and you should do it more often, right?
No, I absolutely could have done it earlier, and we're going to do it more often for sure. I think I don't want to make any excuses. It has been 2 weeks since I like posted, and I have been teasing that I was going to post this like last week, but so I'm sorry. Like that's on me. I can't promise right now at this stage in my life like a weekly posting schedule because that's just not going to happen right now. But I do eventually want to get to that point where I have videos lined up every week for you guys to see what I'm up to. And
you, the viewer, you shouldn't say like, oh, I'm going to hit the gym. Riya on the track, Lightning Riya is getting this stuff done. She's hitting the gym, she's making the content, she's being accountable for her actions. You too should say, okay, I'm going to get my health up, I'm going to start to see those abs. I'm going to get my diet right, it's going to be strict. Do you have a BS diet now?
No.
Have you failed in the past month on your diet?
Yeah.
So how is that for you? Like,
it sucks.
What do you mean?
Like,
can you expound on that, please? Now that we know it's a word and it's in your dictionary.
No, like I've been on a very like not restrictive diet, but a very like clean, healthy, like on point diet. And so when I mess up, the few times that I have messed up, I have felt like kind of bad about it because I'm just like, I'm holding my own self back. I'm wasting money, I'm wasting food, I'm wasting like my health for a taste in my mouth. Like that's the way I think about it now. It's so sad. Like, and people do it every day. That's why obesity is such a big problem in America nowadays. Like people just don't have self-control, and America is a business at the end of the day. Like you come here for opportunity, but it is a business. Like if you're not contributing to the GDP of this country, you are not worth anything. That's why people who aren't in the workforce are just like looked down upon. People who are homeless, people who are like not able to keep a job, those kind of people are always looked down upon, because in America, your worth comes from how much money you make and how much you earn. And if you are spending those dollars, throwing them down the drain, getting fast food, getting Taco Bell, getting McDonald's every day, or when you're drunk with a night out with your friends, just going to the clubs and bars in general, like you're just, yes, you're consuming, you're being a consumer, but are you really helping yourself?
No, but really, I get a sense of accomplishment on my Fridays when I go and I drink at the club with the guys and I throw some dollars.
That's sad. Find some hobbies.
Why? I see it on the movies. The CEOs are doing this. Just because I make...
Don't believe everything you see on TV.
But I genuinely feel in my heart good when I'm with the guys. We're drinking and we're talking about people around us and we're just sitting around at the club. Can't I just have that little guilty pleasure once a week?
Hey man, it's your life. If you want to live like that and live for almost Friday, and today's Friday and today's Saturday, I get to go out and have fun and I have this little bit of money and I want to spend it that way, that's your choice. It's America. It's a free country. You can do whatever you want. But if you want to be a true subscriber to me and a true fan to me, you would stop doing that stuff and focus on yourself and look at yourself naked. Like Lucius always says this. He's like, look at yourself naked.
I have a video called Look at Yourself Naked.
Yeah, he has a video called that. And
Have you looked at it?
I saw the title of that video and I literally completely changed my mind. I was like, holy shit, he's so right. Like, look at yourself naked and think, like, are you where you want to be? Are you in life? Are you where you want to be? Because I guarantee you, if your body was right and the way that you wanted it to be, you would feel a lot better about where you are at in life. If you look in the mirror and you're really, really overweight and you are overrun by just food and you're constantly ordering DoorDash and Uber Eats and this and that and the other, you're not prioritizing your health, it will show in your hormones, it will show on your face, it'll show in your emotions, it'll show in the way you treat people, it'll show in your smile, it'll show in everything. And so, like, if you're gonna prioritize drinking with the buddies, like, that's something you do in your early 20s and you get over it. But if you're still doing that into your late 20s, into your early 30s, and you're still doing it over and over for the rest of your life, dude, you're a loser. Like, That's my opinion. You're a loser.
But
you shouldn't be partying unless you have a reason to party.
Don't you think that if I hit the club enough with the guys, we'll make the connections to get to the next level in life?
The club is
networking.
The club is not where you make connections. The club is where you go to throw money down the drain and get drunk and act sloppy.
Okay, but
where it's socially acceptable.
What about KFC? I have KFC once every 2 weeks. Isn't that fine?
No.
Why not? Everything in moderation, right?
No, that's a lie. That's a lie that was sold to you. If you want to think about living like a natural human being and how you were supposed to live, like humans did not have KFC 250 years ago. Like KFC is being sold to you, bro. Like it's all about capitalism. Wake up. You need to wake up. It's all a capitalistic scheme.
Everything in America, you think?
A lot of things. Yeah, most things. The best things, this is the most overused quote, but it's so true. The best things in life are free. The air you breathe, the water you drink, the nature you can see, the wood you can lug, the wood you can set on fire, the steel that comes from steel mills that builds houses.
Well, it's not free. I mean, unless you spend the time and energy to mine it.
The diamonds you mine.
Let me ask you one question, and I think that I am out of questions for now. How can I, because, you know, I want to get as shredded and as hard-minded as you, Riri, definitely. I heard this quote once. If you wanted to succeed as bad as you wanted to breathe, you will succeed, right? Like you'll be successful. How can
Where there's a will, there's a way.
How can I get to that point? Because I'm too comfortable, man. I'm eating too good. I'm fat.
Yeah, I'm too comfortable, yeah.
I'm eating too good.
Yeah,
I didn't take Future's advice. I got too comfortable. So I realize now what you're saying. I shouldn't be drinking with the guys. I shouldn't be hitting a club. I shouldn't be even eating bread. I shouldn't even be getting Chipotle, because even that has certain things that I wouldn't want to eat because I want to be on 100.
Right.
I want to get as physically fit as I possibly can.
Right.
I want to be as mentally hard as I can to build up my life and scale to levels unimaginable.
Okay.
So how can I get to the point where I want to succeed as bad as I want to breathe? Because I think I'm just too comfortable with the life I already have. You know, like I'm eating every day. I'm eating and sleeping every day. Like in that Kanye West skit, like things are too good for me. How can I get to the point where I'm just on it? Maybe I haven't gone through enough pain yet. Maybe life's not real enough for me yet. Like, how do I get there? Does people need to like show me something? I don't know.
You don't have to go through pain. You have to take away the luxuries in life. Like, for example, stop eating salt. Try to stop eating salt. Read the labels on the stuff that you buy. If it has salt in it, put it back.
Why would I do
only
that?
Whole foods.
Why would I do that? They said that salt is good for me.
No.
But if I look up a Google search, it'll say that I need it.
Don't believe everything you see on the internet.
Okay, so what's going to happen if I don't eat salt? I'm going to develop a hardened mind?
You'll lose the fat in your face. You'll lose weight. You won't hold on to water weight. Your body will look better. Your mind will feel better.
Oh.
You'll feel more clear.
So you're saying when I start to make progress, undeniably, I'll be so addicted to the progress that I won't want to cheat myself and start to drink and eat cheeseburgers and waste time with people that aren't talking about nothing. You're saying once I reach that level, it's like you stare, you're intimidated. You're like, oh, wow. I'll be so built up within myself that nobody could tell me anything about what I'm doing is wrong.
Yep.
So I think what you're saying is the goal to success, even if you're starting from a downwards position, is focusing on the progress that you can make. And then once it builds you up to a little bit, just keep building, and then before you know it, you're your own person outside of societal pressures. You're your own person outside of what people think is the meaning of success, because you just built your own version of it, and that's what you're saying that your viewers should achieve for.
Yep.
Aim for.
Yep.
Wow.
Thanks for coming to my TED Talk.
You know what? I got to show this to my mama. I got to show this to my cousin, my niece, my nephew. Everybody should have the mindset of a Lightning Riya subscriber. Do you think there's any other place that I can get this type of mindset? Because I'm gonna be honest, the job I work, I just sit on YouTube all day, and you don't have enough videos right now for me to digest and really get my mindset hardened. Where else should I go, you think?
Go on TikTok. I post a lot of short form content on TikTok. Go on Instagram. I post a lot of music and stuff on there. I post a lot of YouTube shorts.
You post a lot of music, so you're an artist as well that makes music, or you don't make music?
I don't make music, but I appreciate really good music. I have impeccable music taste, as I've said myself. But go listen to my Spotify playlists. They're very motivational. Like if you're in the gym, or if you're working out, or if you want a cleaning playlist. Go listen to my Spotify, save my Spotify playlist, and then just watch out for more content, because we're going to make more. We're just getting started, so we're getting the hang of editing and that kind of stuff, but there's a lot more to come. So just like, share, and subscribe. We want you along for the journey, and I will definitely be posting more. I just am getting the hang of long form content. That's all I can say is, if you want more from me, like the video, comment, tell us what your favorite part of the video was, if you liked the interaction.
Ask questions, follow FLXD on YouTube as well, because the mindset that you're talking about, I used to post tons and tons and tons of videos, and long story short, if you're not locked into this mindset, the people around you will make you comfortable again. Like, unless you're on 100.
Yeah, get rid of the bullshit people in your life.
It's
get rid
much
of the people
easier.
who don't believe in you. Get rid of the people who want you to just come out to the club, go out to the bar, go drinking,
Go shopping.
want you to just do consumerism and keep up with the Joneses.
But girl, me and my boyfriend and her boyfriend are gonna hit the city because we're gonna go on a boat on the lake.
Go have fun. I have nothing to say to you.
Why not? I'm gonna get all the likes on Instagram.
Okay, great. If you're living your life for validation, that's your choice.
But I see everybody else do it and they're cool.
Get rid of Instagram.
So it seems like you just really have to subscribe to you, subscribe to FLXD, and put down the phone.
Put down the phone.
Really
It really is that damn phone. It really is.
Because you really need to think about
Put down your freaking phone.
yourself as an individual, not affected by all these people and what they think. Like, you really have to figure out what you want in life, subscribe to both of us, and then work consistently, continually, without letting up on what you want. And if you're not looking to get healthy, if you're not looking to somehow build up enough wealth to be free of this rat race, capitalistic, let's keep up with the Joneses lifestyle, you're just wasting your time. But that's all I have to say.
That's all.
And good luck.
Good luck.